Welcome to PIB News Podcast for Civil Services. Tactical Leadership Program. In the month of July 2022, the Indian Air Force carried out a one-month-long engagement with the Egyptian Air Force at the Egyptian Fighter Weapons School, located in Cairo West Air Force Base. This was a first-of-its-kind interaction for both the air forces as it was conducted between their respective fighter weapons schools. On behalf of the Indian Air Force, Tactics and Air Combat Development Establishment participated in the program with 3 Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft and 6 combat instructor pilots. The interaction between the two air forces, under the aegis of the Tactical Leadership Program of Egyptian Air Force, saw a fruitful exchange of ideas in the domain of large force engagements involving complex, multi-aircraft missions. During the interaction, Indian Air Force pilots flew alongside those of the Egyptian Air Force in missions of multiple complexities, with the participants also sharing their experiences in the art and science of air combat, while also discussing their best practices. The induction and de-induction involved flights of over 6 hours with mid-air refueling support from the Indian Air Force and UAE air-to-air refuelers. This program, involving synergistic air operations, has illustrated a high degree of professional trust that has developed between the two air forces. The bond between the two air forces dates back to the 1960s when Group Captain Kapil Bhargav, an Indian Air Force test pilot, test flew the Egyptian prototype of the Helwan HA-300 with test pilots from the Egyptian Air Force. This was followed by Indian qualified flying instructors training young Egyptian pilots, a program that continued into the 1980s. Thanks for listening. Kindly like, subscribe and share.